Welcome back, people. So, upper body day. We're going to start with upper pec flies with the cables. We're going to do 3 sets. I think we're going to do 2 proper sets and then a drop set. For the most part, that's going to be the very first exercise that we do, and then we're going to move into some back stuff. Let's start this one out because I was just warming up and it felt kind of nice, so I want to get going. If you know what I mean. Mm, 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 mm. How the burn on that one? It's exactly one of these exercises that everything feels so good sometimes. Other times feels great, but it doesn't feel that good. Like I think today is definitely one of the days I felt really, really good. It felt like literally my pecs were tearing apart from here all the way to the side. That was very good. So one more set, then I'm gonna do a drop set, and then I'm gonna start doing some back stuff. I don't even remember what exercise I have to do for back first, but we'll find out. Ah, oh, the tear on that one was fucking amazing. As you probably saw, I had to finish the set. Well, not finish, but like stop the set and then do a few more reps. That's because I couldn't really do any more. Pecs were on fire. So we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do a drop set now. We're gonna take 2 plates off from inside, do the drop set, and then move to the back. Uh, I mean, we probably did a few. This was almost a drop set, my rep set, but hey, it is what it is. It just felt that I had a little bit more left um, in me, and that I don't know. It's hard to explain because my chest specifically definitely reached failure a few times actually throughout this exercise. So, but I felt I could keep going if this makes sense. So just stopped, took a breather, and then kept going, which is a very good idea, in my opinion, especially if you want to grow. You gotta go to failure, and if you can rest for a while, not a very long time, but like a few seconds, like 5 and maybe 15 seconds if the set was actually that hard, and you can do a few more reps. Go to failure again, of course. That's good stuff. But yeah, I mean, we're done here. We're gonna do some wide grip pulls with the cables over there. Start the first back exercise. Then we have flat bench dumbbell presses. That'll be interesting to see because I don't know what kind of weight I'm gonna move. Might go for the 47s. It's usually the 40s, I think, that I move, but we'll see. When I say 47s, I might just reduce the weight a little bit. Sorry, not the weight. Reduce the amount of reps for the 47s just to like 8 good reps. I'll be happy with that. And then, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel then. But no, let's set up back. So I'm actually going to go and warm up my back a little bit as well. And then we'll get back. All right, let's set for the back. I think last time we did 12 reps. Interesting to see how many we can actually do today. Let's stop this out and see. Oh, all right, so I'm fairly confident I could have gotten 13, but I honestly, I just didn't see the point of pushing it. It felt like towards the end, it felt like I was really trying to hold for dear life. And I don't know how to explain this because it's not that it didn't feel good. It felt a bit dirty, but I felt a bit like, there was too much zorg going on. So I was just like, well, I could do it. Risk of injury is too high, though. Well, it's too high. It gets higher, is what I'm trying to say. The closer you go to failure. And there's no point of you going past that. Studies actually show you just, if you train close to it, and when I say close, I mean 1 to 3 reps in reserve, real failure, real muscular failure. You're golden. You don't have to go to failure. It's just like the risk to reward ratio, the benefit you get from going to failure is not really there. Whereas if you train from 1 to 2 to 3 reps in reserve, then, like I said, of course, then that is just as good, if not better, especially for longevity. So, yeah, I could have gone with 13. I'm pretty sure it was moving quite fast as well. And when I say fast, I don't mean I was just moving right around. I mean, it was still moving at a proper speed, at the speed that it was moving in the first few reps, the same speed, was at the last few reps. So it was moving quite fast still towards the end. So I could have gotten a few more. Maybe, I don't know about a few more, but one more for sure, I think. But that's all right. 12 is all right. It's good. It's a lot of weight. It's almost a full stack. I'm happy with it. So we're going to do one more set like that, and then we're going to do a drop set. Then we're going to do some tests. Mm, mm, Right. Similar story. 12 reps. Could have gone to 13. Could have tried, but hey ho. Right, let's do a drop set then, and then we can move. Uh, oh, whew. Good stuff. Right, then here. Let's go do some tests. The third bench, I'm going to use it for the sevens. Because why the heck not? I'm going to try to do 8 reps, maybe 9. My main focus is not really the amount of reps, it's the quality of the reps. So how low is the dumbbell actually going? Am I going to stop it here or am I going to go all the way down? That's my main focus when I lift weights, especially when I do free weights, because I could put a lot of weight on the bar or I can use heavy dumbbells. But at the end of the day, if I can't do the full range of motion, and worth it, and worth it. Chances of injury are also very high. We move a lot of weight, obviously, very high, but they are higher than using a lightweight. So 47 and a half. So let's see how many we can actually bank here. That's going to be interesting. I hope the camera's on the way for that. Oh, yeah, that wasn't bad. For some weird reason, it doesn't feel stable sometimes. I don't know. I'm guessing it's the bends. Or it's just when my bum's fucking in the middle here. It's not doing me any favors. But I'll try. I guess an alternative approach after. I'm just gonna try and put my bum here so it's not fucking in the middle of things, and see if that makes any difference. But yeah, for the most part, the main issue here was balance. I don't know if it was visible in the video, but sometimes I was kind of like my core was not stable at all, which obviously makes it very, very hard to lift a lot of weight, if not impossible to really lift a lot of weight. But more importantly, if you're out of balance and you're lifting a lot of weight, the chances of injury absolutely skyrocket. So you should have very good balance if you are going to move a lot of weight. It doesn't matter if it's bench pressing, it doesn't matter if it's squats, it doesn't matter if it's deadlifts. There is absolutely no reason, zero reason for you to squat on a push ball. It's just dumb stuff. It's just dumb. I can go into detail how your own brain doesn't allow you to use your maximum force output. It limits you because you're not balanced. So you're not lifting as much as you can lift. So it's like you're probably lifting like 60% of the weight that you can actually lift, or doing 60% of the total output. So weight, reps, range of motion, everything is kind of like capped at 60 to 70%. That's why even it makes no sense. So don't do it. Always strive for balance when you do this kind of exercises, especially if you're going to use a lot of weight, because then the chances of injury just skyrocket. There is no reason for that. One more set, then we're going to do a drop set here as well, and then we have, I believe, 2 sets for back and then some shoulders, and we're done. Second set, let's try see if we can stabilize ourselves a bit more. It's the benches. There's a massive gap here that doesn't help at all. But I'll try and see if I can just put my bum here. I bet it might be a little bit better. But try and see if I can put my bum here, and then obviously the rest of it's going to be up there. Let's see. Ugh. Ugh. I'm not gonna say that I was much more stable on this one. I think it was slightly better though. So we'll take that. I think I went too quickly back into it. I should have rested just a bit longer. That's fine. We're gonna do a drop set. We're gonna go down to 40 kilos, 37 or 40 kilos, we'll see. And then wrap that one out. Right, let's do our drop set. I think I'm gonna go to 37s, so literally 10 kilos less per arm, which will allow me to wrap it out, or at the very least, reduce the speed, therefore prolonging the set. We'll see. Oh, good stuff. Not really that many more reps, but obviously the eccentric was so much lower, and then the hold at the bottom so much. It was just so extended, and I mean the period of time was just that felt my chest is literally ripping apart from the center all the way to the sides, which is exactly what you want. So let's do some back, or not. We might do some shoulders first because it is a guy using what I want to use. We're gonna do some shoulders. I can't remember for the life of me if I used 3 plates or 2 on this one. Yeah, let's do 2. Oh, oh. All right, let's do that right arm as well, and then talk about it. Ah, fuck me. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna do shoulders and then call it a day. There was one more back exercise, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound lazy. And I don't necessarily think it's that because obviously I could do it. It's just I don't see the reason to. It's kind of like my back for the last few days has been feeling a little bit sore. So I mean, I did the neutral grip pulls up over here with the cables. That felt pretty good. That felt pretty good. So it's like, so again, it kind of like it goes back to what I said before. It's like it doesn't have to be the whatever program you're doing. It doesn't have to be dead set. You don't have to like come in and say, I have to do this, and this, and this. It's good to have a frame. It's obviously good to have a plan and an idea of why you're doing what you're doing, but by no means you have to do everything that the program says all the time, unless, of course, you're some sort of a professional and you're training specifically for something and there is a deadline to that. Then hey, that is a different game. But for the most part, people who just come to the gym to get strong and big or whatever it might be, yeah, I mean, you've probably seen it in this tunnel. My routine changes according to what I have to do in the day. Sometimes I have more time, sometimes I have less time. The important part is that I come to the gym and I train and I move my body around. That's the most important thing. And then, on a close second comes what I do. As in, well, look, if let's use my calves for example. I never do calves. For me, I think it's just a waste of time, and this is for me specifically because if I was training to take part into a bodybuilding show, and my calves were just not up to par with the rest of the physique, then I'll be like, I have to train calves. But for now, they're massive by themselves. I never have to train them. I never have trained them specifically. Unless I've done obviously sets of calves, calf raises or the calf machine or whatever. But I mean, I've never really trained them for a prolonged period of time. I don't think I've ever trained calves more than 4 consecutive times, so which means like what, a month of training. So it's like, I don't really do them. I don't have to do them. Some people do have to do them, and that's the point. What I said before is whatever you need to do, if your back is massive, but your chest is lacking and you're limited on time, it would be smart to do the test exercises and perhaps skip or just do 2 sets of back instead of 3 or 4, if this makes sense. If you're short on time and you have to take something out, then obviously with the part that's the biggest and the strongest, you can just put to the side while you focus on the rest. So yeah, that's kind of like my reasoning behind it. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip back. There you go. It's a long conversation with myself about how, you me justifying laziness. It's not laziness, but like I mean it sometimes. It's like it's not. It's just then just to the point. So let's do the second set here. Yeah. Okay. One more. Well, I say one more. I have to do the other arm and then one more. Something interesting when it kind of tilted forward a little bit to my left on this side, it felt even better. So something to bear in mind. Yeah. Oh, oh, the burn. One more. And then we're done. Right. Last set. Oh, oh. One more. Uh, uh, oh, funny. And that's the day done. Last day tomorrow. I'm probably not going to see you on Tuesday. It's my sister's graduation, so I'm not going to be around. Probably. We'll see. And then I'm probably going to see you again on Wednesday. Peace.